Hi everyone, this is Anne with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to give you 4 stock photo websites and 3 stock vector websites where the images are free for commercial use. Now with the photo websites, you don't have to do an attribution or credit to the author, but some of the vector websites you will. A lot of the sites have free and premium versions, which means if you're willing to pay a little bit, you won't have to credit the designer. The licenses for these websites are all a little different. You can use the images commercially, but there are some things you can't do, like resell the images, claim they're yours, or use them in a way that's kind of misleading. But we'll go over each license and what it allows. All right, let's get started. The first photo site is Unsplash. So I'm going to go to unsplash.com, and as we scroll down, you can see a lot of really high quality images. Most of these look really professional and usable in projects, at least for me. Alright, so let's take a look at the Unsplash license. The Unsplash license says you can use these for commercial and non-commercial use. You do not have to ask permission, and you can pretty much change the file however you want. And then there's a note down here that says credit isn't required, but the photographers get exposure to their work, so basically do it if you can. The second stock photography site is Pexels.com. They also have a lot of really high quality, beautiful work on their site. And between this and Unsplash, these are the 2 sites that I use the most often if I need photos for my own work. And it's the same with their license. Their images are free to use, you do not have to do attribution, and you can modify them. But they do have some things that are not allowed. For example, if there are identifiable people, you shouldn't use that photo to make those people appear in a bad light. It's not okay to sell the photos and stuff like that. You can read the rest of these. The third stock photography site is Morguefile.com. And their photos are nice, but to me they're not quite at the same level as the Unsplash and Pexels images. A lot of these would be hard for me personally to use in a project, but they're there for you if you need them. Here's the license for the Morguefile images, very similar to the other 2. The 4th stock photo website is Pixabay, Pixabay.com, and they have a lot of really gorgeous images too. A lot of flowers and animals. Oh yeah, they've got some really good usable stock images here. And like the other sites, the license agreement for Pixabay is very similar. You can't claim ownership, you can't sell someone else's images. So before you start using these stock images in your projects, make sure to look at the license because you don't want to get in trouble by using it in the wrong way. Those are the 4 stock photo websites. Now let's switch over to stock vectors. Pixabay is the only vector site with a lot of really great graphics that I could find that does not require attribution. Here's their homepage right now. And we already took a look at their license earlier. The second site is PublicDomainVectors.com, and this site also doesn't require attribution because all the images there are in the public domain. Oh, oops, it's PublicDomainVectors.org. Now this site has a lot of ads on it, and I guess that's the trade-off. And also the vectors are not that great, but there are probably a lot of great usable ones out there. Just their homepage vectors are not looking very high quality to me. And their license is just the Creative Commons license. You can copy, modify, and distribute these vectors for commercial purposes too without asking for permission. The third vector website is Vecteezy.com. Their graphics look very high quality to me, but a lot of them have this pro banner on them, and that means you have to be a member and pay a little bit every month. The free vectors, like this one, are free for you to use, but you have to credit the author. And Vecteezy has a few other limitations. If you are going to sell something with this on it, you only get up to 50 copies, and you can read the other stipulations on their licensing page. I hope these websites will be helpful for you. If you know of any other stock websites that you love, just put those in the comment section below. Alright, that's my video for this week. If you liked it, please click on the like button, and I'll see you next week with another graphic design video. Thank you!